never ever thought drugs would affect our family in a million years. My son, it wasn't the easiest. He had ADHD when he was younger. Well, he still has, but we dealt with it. He went to secondary school, and in about year 9, he sort of, we thought it was puberty at first, but he started to change a bit. He was starting to get quite aggressive, but we just thought, you know, he was our first child, so we thought, you know, it is puberty. Anyway, as time went on, he started to get really sort of paranoid, incredibly angry, and we started to find out, you know, that he's actually taking cannabis at school. He was getting it at school. So we went off to the school to see the headmaster and said, you know, he's buying this cannabis at school. What are you going to do about it? The school didn't want to know. They just said, oh, there's not a problem here, even though he was buying it from the dealers in the school. And we just didn't really know what to do. But this violence, the violence and aggression started to get much, much worse at home. By this time he was about 15. And it got so bad that we were getting quite frightened of him because he was so unpredictable. He wouldn't think anything about getting a knife out of the drawer, so we ended up hiding hammers, knives, anything that could be used as a weapon. He was also stealing, so every night we'd put the laptops, the phones, anything of any value, and look it in the car boot, and put the car keys under our pillow. But he still didn't feel totally at ease with that, because he must have been through the house with a fine-tooth comb. He was also bringing his friends in the house who were, the checks went missing, even the hard drive on the computer he sold. Anyway, one night it got so bad that he actually attacked my husband. We have a younger daughter who was 18 months younger. She was absolutely terrified. She couldn't bring friends home because she was embarrassed and she was frightened of things kicking off at home. This particular night, he was just like a cornered animal, and it took me and my husband all our strength to keep him on the floor. Time my daughter, who was 13, had to ring the police. The police came. We explained the situation. They never come in just one police car. They come in like loads of big police vans, just to sort of, you know, show your neighbours, you know, really embarrass you. So all these police vans came, and all these police men and women rushed into the house. And basically, what they said, you know, it isn't unusual. This he's taking synthetic cannabis. It's not unusual, but the only way you're going to get any help is to let us arrest him. So reluctantly, we had to make a complaint. He was arrested. He was taken to the police station. He stayed there overnight. But then, because of that, we got help from the youth offending team. They were really, really good. He got a really young guy who, he got the whole drugs thing. Callum responded to him, and it was really, really positive. But he only got 6 sessions with this guy, and then that was it. So then it started again, but it was worse when it started again, because he went straight back to the old friends, and he just became more and more violent. And in the end, a police officer said to me, you know, I'm scared for the safety of your daughter, because he'd smashed the house and we have big holes in the doors where he'd be punching the doors. And he didn't seem to have any, he threatened to kill us all as well in our sleep. So you just constantly on eggshells, really. It was really, really frightening. And reluctantly, the police said to us, you know, he can't live here because it's not safe. He was 16 by then. So we had to say, well, we'll have to go into a hostel. We couldn't take him to any of the family members because the same thing would happen. So basically, he went into a local hostel. It was 16 to 21-year-olds. And it was just boys, but the whole situation got worse and worse there. He ended up taking harder drugs. He got into debt with the drug dealers in there. And he wouldn't actually engage with the services that were trying to help him actually in the hostel. He just, there was nothing anybody could do. So basically, he ended up getting arrested a lot of times. And he ended up in youth offending unit in Wetherby, which was quite a notorious unit, known for unit had a lot of problems. There he was there only a week and tried to hang himself. So they didn't really know what to do with him, so they sent him to Hull Prison, where they said it would be safer for him because he was getting bullied by the older boys at Dearbolt. So he went to Hull Prison. There he tried to commit suicide again. He was bullied in there, so they moved him onto the vulnerable prisoners wing, which then he had the stigma of it all being sex offenders. So all the prisoners thought he was, he was a sex offender. So it was, and the whole system, it was just so bad. He was released. He couldn't come home because the restrictions said he couldn't come home, so he was released to a hostel, the same hostel where the problems were in the first place, and the whole cycle. And that cycle went round 3 times, and eventually we had to buy a flat. His grandparents live in Cheshire, and we bought a flat near his grandparents, and the last time he came out of prison, we moved him into the flat. We got help. The services are very good in Cheshire, rather than we live in York, and they don't like to think there's a problem in York because it's a big tourist area. But the services in Cheshire were fabulous. 2 years now he's been out of prison. Still not perfect. I was sorting out a quick quid loan last week that he'd taken that he hadn't told us about. So he's still. And he's been working at Sainsbury's, so that's been quite positive. But I don't want to hold my breath because you just never know. But so much money was wasted with the criminal justice system, and he just went round and round and round with court solicitors. That money had been spent in the first instance with drug-related help, and mentoring seemed to be the big key to helping him, especially sort of young people who have been through that situation. He seemed to really respond. I don't know, he seemed to really get them. But, so that's my story. So just fingers crossed he stays okay. Thank you.